Mewing tutorial. Not quite sure. Pointing out where his tongue, very effective. That seems to be a reasonable mew push swallow.
Not for Nintendo. When 2020.
And he's pointing to the right area, and it does look. Yeah. He's got his hyoid up. You can see the hyoid up. If I jump back, yeah, it's not easy to see before he starts, but it definitely looks like that. Yeah, yes, look, there, the hyoid goes up nicely. Effective mewing, yeah. But again, someone with good form finds it easier. Sorry, life ain't fair. That's just the way, isn't it? The better form, yeah, clever little smile. Right, this guy seems to have got the chin tuck. That is a proper chin tuck. See, he's making lots and lots of extra double chins. This is the interesting thing. The more double chins you give yourself, the more your body will react in the opposite direction. Think simply. If you've got a great sculptured body, what do? Sit on the sofa, protect it, not use it out? No. You want to work it out. The more you try to work it out, the bigger it will get. The body tends to do the opposite of what you demand of it. The more you chin tuck, the more the face will come forward because it's under pressure. And the pressure will, over time, develop that forwards. Yeah, some good head movement. Wow, right, dearie me, what's happened to him? That looks a little bit distorted. I mean, clearly the guy's managed to get some good facial change. I mean, there's no question about that. I'm wondering if that looks strange, that image does. He's been eating hard food, aka carrots, clearly. What you can do, and I've seen this before, I saw this Italian model who used a chewing device. When you pump your muscles up, they get larger. Just ask any teenager that wants to look good. Couple of press-ups, your muscles look better, it looks more impressive. And I would imagine that is an element, plus good lighting, that makes his face look unusual, should we say. Yeah, there we go. He's eating a carrot. Look at those muscles. Yeah, he's eating hard food and making the most. But he's improving himself. You know, don't knock people trying to improve themselves. Yes, clearly he's done this for shock factor. He's certainly achieved that, but he is getting healthier. Okay, nice face. She's got her... Quite sure what she's doing. I think there is some philosophy I know here. To see if your face will fit in against your hand. Well, we know that's not true, don't we? We know that's not true because hands are influenced by one dynamic and facial forms influenced by another dynamic. You're not going to get a natural arrangement between the two, although she has grown better than most. So I guess if there is truth to this argument, she will have a better chance than other people. However, if you get a blocked nose at a young age, if you had weak muscles from soft food, you're not going to get close to her facial form. Not a chance, unfortunately, but your choice. Well, your bad luck, I guess. So she's not displaying something that's going to be true for everyone. It's just not. Okay, taking some chewing gum. Putting it in his mouth. I've seen this gentleman before and he's chewing gum and he's chewing several sticks. He's chewing with his mouth open partly. Come on. And he's pumping his muscles. Yeah, you have seriously good muscles, but you know, ask any bodybuilder. Chew gum, get muscles. That's what happens.
I expanded my palate 8mm, I fixed my asymmetry, I straightened my nose, I redirected my own...
This is Oscar, and I think he did all of those things.
I cured my sleep apnea,
Yep.
I widened my face, developed my jaw, and changed my breathing and posture forever through one technique. This is the first...
One technique. Well, he's done thumb pulling, yes, but that is supporting mewing. So mewing is the principle, mewing is the basics. I mean, you know, stand up straight, shut your mouth. That's not new. It's not a crazy idea. He has supported that with this fascinating concept called thumb pulling that...
This time I'm going to reveal thumb pulling 2.0 for free.
Yeah.
Stand up against the wall, put your chin directly to your neck and give yourself as many double chins as possible
Yep.
with your thumbs.
Yep, so you're standing up on the wall, you're doing as close to it like a McKenzie chin tuck, or my sister Rosie, her modified version of the chin tuck. You know, you're stretching the neck back up. You're giving yourself as many chins as possible. The more chins you give yourself, the greater the pressure is down here, the more it's going to push forward, lifting your face up.
Middle of your palate and push upwards and outwards, or resisting downwards and touching your chin directly to your neck.
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting technique. I think, you know, there's something here, I'm
Stop
certain.
resisting completely with your neck. You're going to maintain the pressure with your thumbs. You're going to follow and drive up, and this will temporarily loosen the sutures and the fascia and loosen the mid-palatal suture, so that
Yeah.
everything literally shifts back into place. If you want the full YouTube video, full guide on how to use it and
Yeah.
languages to change your life forever, no matter how good looking or productive you already think you are.
Yeah, guys, don't get too phased with this looks thing. You want to make yourself healthy. Yes, healthy faces are better looking. I want to make you healthy. You want to make yourself good looking. We've got a really good synergistic relationship here. You know, get cracking, see what you can do. I think there's a lot of truth to this. I want to look deeper dive in this. Let's see how it goes.
I'm one of the only people in the world to have naturally recorrected my crooked teeth.
Yeah, so this is Oscar. Oscar, and I do believe he's had some really good results. That's what's like Adwara, which is.
Without any orthodontic
Yep.
intervention, no braces, no Invisalign.
I think you can do this.
Yes.
I mean, this is what
You can do the same. But
this is what you can achieve with good technique, good motivation, and changing your posture. So this consistency, this constantness of what you're doing.
firstly, you need to realize the only reason anyone has crooked teeth or malocclusion in the first place is because they don't have a wide enough palate.
Yeah, that's part of it. I mean, it's because their environment was wrong that gave them a palate that wasn't wide enough. But remember, that's one of 3 dimensions. Don't forget that. Although my observations of this individual, my observations of Oscar, is he has gained change in all 3 dimensions.
Our ancestors had 50mm palates, and
Yep.
none of them had crooked teeth.
Yeah, basically none of them were less than 5%. You know, you always get a few accidents in the world.
This is anthropologically shown. Secondly, you need to realize that it only takes around 20 grams of force to move a tooth, and your
Yes.
tongue can exert up to.
Yeah, it only takes 20 grams to move a tooth, Oscar. However, it's the length of time that's important, not the amount of force. So yeah, I mean,
100 grams of force.
yeah,
Therefore,
okay,
if you
your tongue could probably make more force than
naturally
that.
expand your palate and fully recorrect your tongue posture, this would naturally reshape and straighten your
Yep.
teeth. In order to get to
You're
this
right.
point, the first 3 steps are firstly to loosen your fascia and loosen your sutures.
Yes,
through
good idea.
techniques like thumb pulling and chin tucking.
Yep.
Secondly, to engage in myofunctional exercises and
Yep.
re-strengthen the muscles within your tongue. And
Yep.
finally, to fully recorrectly chew, swallow, and breathe. Make sure throughout the day these passive habits are
Yes, throughout the day, these passive habits. He's nailed it. You know, this is very true. This is, you know, he's gained without any qualifications, without going to dental or medical school. He's managed to come up with some really interesting answers, and I'm going on a deeper dive in this because, you know, I want to know what is happening. I want answers, and I certainly know my community does seem set against finding answers. It's a shame, but unfortunately, that's the way it is right now.